I think at a certain point in my father's life, he realized that it was not all about achievement, and glory, awards and titles. He felt compelled to give back to society. My father always had a soft corner for people who are either poor, challenged, or people who are live in conditions that he found unacceptable, and started his philanthropic contributions with the clinic opposite SDMH.
1963 was the date the doors were opened to the not-for-profit Santokba Durlabhji Diagnostic Clinic. Begun modestly, it opened with X-ray and ECG facilities as well as a pathological laboratory. Tests here were undertaken at a fraction of the cost of other hospitals. The clinic was a stupendous success, going by the response it generated from the poor people it was meant for. This gave birth to a mission for Padma Shri Khel Shankar Durlabhji, ably supported by his eldest son Rashmikant.
My brother was involved from inception. I think every nut, every bolt, every timber that went into the construction was something that he supervised. He enjoyed the challenge of giving some sort of permanence and stability to what my father dreamt about. I think there was a certain amount of humanity that was part of the DNA of my father, and I think there was a certain amount of energy and vigor that was the DNA of my brother.
On the 29th of November 1971, with 70 beds and 6 specialities, the then Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi inaugurated the Santokba Durlabhji Memorial Hospital, cum Medical Research Institute. It has today grown indisputably into one of the finest multi-speciality hospitals of North India. But what has remained constant is that the growth has revolved around the core values of compassion, empathy, and understanding. That is what brings people back to this hospital of 400 beds and 8 operating theatres. Santokba today provides state-of-the-art care even to people who are unable to afford it. 10% of the beds in the hospital are dedicated to treating the needy and the poor free of cost. Today, Santokba has diagnostic tools and equipment to rival the best in the country. Some of the most respected and senior doctors in North India attend to the needs of the public that walks through its doors. And it thrives on giving lives back to people from all walks of life. Santokba was never meant to be a hospital for profit, and so never set up to be a commercial venture. For the doctors, technicians, administrators and trustees of this hospital, Santokba has always been for the people. This has remained an abiding tenet of the founders of this hospital.
Santokba, thank God, is not about targets and turnovers and goals. I hope it never becomes one. It's not a culture that I can relate to. It's not a DNA that makes sense to me.
The faith that patients repose in Santokba is fiercely protected and aggressively bolstered. The respect that Santokba today commands has been built over many years of relentlessly pursuing excellence, just not at the cost of losing its humanity.
Daridra Narayan means in every person you see with pain and suffering means God is in him. So if you serve them, you are serving God. My grandfather and my father always believed that hospital was not just a hospital for them, it was a temple for them. We have to live the dream. God will give us the way to live our dream.
This family extends far beyond just the Durlabhji name. The family of Santokba encompasses every person who works within the walls of the hospital, tirelessly and diligently, selflessly and with a smile to save lives and rebuild futures.
We drop everything to save that one poor life, and the kid survives, or the girl survives, or the mother survives. You know, for me, nothing in life can trump that. It beats the hell out of $1 million deal, I can tell you that.
As Santokba Durlabhji lay breathing his last, he called for both his sons to sit by him. It was a conversation that underlined the ethos of a man who had dedicated his life to helping the forgotten.
He asked me what people around him called him. He asked me what society called him, what the jewelers of the city called him. And when I said they call him the Emerald King, he paused for a minute and he said, if there is a so-called empire that you attribute to me, remember, take from it only what you need, not even what you seek or covet or desire or wish. The rest of it belongs to the people of this country, and give it back to them.
With these words echoing in his mind, the late Rashmikant Durlabhji paid tribute to his father in the sincerest way possible. He opened a hospice to serve the infirm and the needy. It was a place of calm and dignity for the elderly to call home, one of his father's few unfulfilled dreams. Established in 1997, the 100-bed Avedna Ashram did far more than just provide free care. It became a sanctuary where the terminally ill could die with dignity. At Santokba, we strive to add life to a patient's days, when medicines can't add days to his life. But the cleanliness and calm of the hospice nestled a restlessness in the trustees' minds.
And I felt that if I really wanted to be sincere to what my father believed in, I should just create something whereby we reach out to the poor. If I could carry the hospital to areas that are hitherto inaccessible, I would be paying the greatest tribute to my father. People don't have bus fare to reach Jaipur, so we go.
The outreach services have a history dating back to 1980, when the first mobile medical unit was set up in the Kachi Bastis of Jawahar Nagar and University campus in Jaipur. From there to today, it has grown into a full-fledged operation. Every month, a huge team of doctors and technicians travel to remote villages around Rajasthan, dispensing medicines, treating ailments, and showing compassion to people unable to pay even a single rupee. Camps like this one in Salasarji attract thousands of people because of the faith they have in the name Santokba. For the common man, Santokba is credible, caring, humane, and life-giving. Santokba has been blessed with people with very large hearts. The world-famous Jaipur Foot was created on this very campus by Pandit Ram Chandra Sharma, an artist invited by Dr. P.K. Sethi to help polio victims. This artificial limb went on to becoming the symbol for low-cost innovation across the world. Dr. Sethi was awarded the Raymond Magsaysay Award in 1981 for developing and promoting the Jaipur Foot. Set up in 1973, the lifeline to the blood bank at Santokba are voluntary donors who come to do their part. 25,000 donations are voluntarily made year on year, making Santokba one of the largest blood banks in the state of Rajasthan. Recently, an offshoot of the blood bank has been a blood storage center near Behror in Rajasthan to help accident victims in emergencies.
I think there is a place for the rich person. I think there is scope to serve the poor people as well. I would like the hospital to have quality health care across the board. I think there's scope for all. You just have to strike the right balance.
This balance was probably discovered by Santokba Durlabhji long before he passed on the reins to his heirs. A balance between caring and having the courage of conviction to act on it. This is the story of Santokba.